Hello, Frozies! McFrozen Nuggets here, coming to you with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a review on my first Disney Pixar Cars diecast review on something from Cars on the Road. I know, it's been a year since the show premiered, but I never really had a chance to get any of the diecasts until, earlier this year. First one was actually the Trip McQueen, you can see back there. And now I just got these two fairly recently. This is the same one as that one. But this one's a little bit different, and I'll show you why in a sec. But first, let's take a look at the packaging. And here is the packaging. And as you can see, this is obviously very different from the usual Red Riders packaging that has been used since last year all the way up to now, and now into 2024. Now, so it's kind of good that I'm actually reviewing this now because starting in 2024 for Cars on the Road releases, this is pretty much going to be discontinued. It's just going to be all Red Riders packaging for stuff from the first three movies, the Cars Toon shorts, and then now On the Road. But yeah, says Road Trip Mayor, Road Trip Lightning McQueen. So finally enough, the Road Trip Mayor that is in the single is just simply the same as a regular old Mater. This is the one from the 2-pack, this from the single. You can see there. Now, and the reason why I'm not showing you the back of this guy yet is, well, I'll show you guys in a little bit, but anyway. And then here is the back. Obviously, as seen in Cars on the Road, there's the other 2-pack. Sarah Cogs and Noriyuki. Almost forgot her name. I kind of need to watch the series again since I'm actually now getting the diecast. And there's this 2-pack. Now, just to let you know, I got this 2-pack fairly recently, earlier this week at Target for $7.99. I was hoping to find the new Cars Glow Racers there, but unfortunately they didn't have them at the one I went to. But I saw this 2-pack and I was like, you know what, I've actually been wanting to get this for a little while, so I'll get this just to get it down and out. I got a new variation of Mater out of it, which, again, you guys haven't exactly seen yet, but you'll see. But judging by the title, I think you pretty much already know why. And plus, as an added bonus, I got an extra Road Trip McQueen with this older expression. And actually, before we get to Mater, I'll actually do a review of McQueen. And obviously, I'll also compare him to the single release that I got that's back there. Now, actually, really quick, I'll grab the main Thailand Remembrance McQueen as kind of a first look. You can see they pretty much have the same sort of expression, especially in the eyes, but the mouth is different. This one actually has the same mouth as the the Rusty's Racing Center Lightning McQueen, and also the Fabulous Lightning McQueen. And actually, just to kind of have more of a three-way comparison, again, Thailand Remembrance McQueen, and then here's the Chinese Remembrance McQueen. I will say something I kind of noticed is that the red for the McQueens from Thailand are actually a slightly different shade. This one seems to be a little bit slightly more concentrated and a little bit more, I guess you could say, like more of a candy apple red, whereas this one's just simply slightly duller. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but it's slightly yeah, again, it's really hard to explain. It's just ever so slightly duller. But obviously, it's not really that big of a deal. It's just something that I kind of noticed fairly recently. And obviously, I'm not going to show too much of this guy just yet, since I'm going to be reviewing him soon. He came with the Piston Cup that's the 2021 release of that guy. That came with the Piston Cup. He's got his classic headlights that he's had ever since Cars 2. There's a regular cap mounted with the RS in the back in it, with the beams behind it representing the sun coming up, and the banner saying On the Road. Personally, I do still kind of agree with RC Cars 5, aka Mr. Docket, on that it would be better if the on the road banner wasn't there. My camera's just going crazy right now. But over time, I've just kind of gotten used to it. But I do still kind of agree on that with him. Here is his sign with the iconic bolt. It's just very simplistic. It starts at yellow and then fades away into the red, with the number 95 kind of blocked out in there. There's nothing on the roof. Gas cap. And there are the taillights with a small little 95 on the back. Come on, my camera just does not want... My camera just does not want to cooperate right now. Alright, that should be a little bit better. And here's the base if you're interested. S22A, meaning he was made in the 22nd week of 2023 at the 8 factory. He has the punch holes for him to be towed by that new mater. And again, just really quick, I'll compare him to the single release that I have as well. Pretty much, and they are pretty much the exact same as pretty much always. Oh, by the way, before I forget, he does have the black Lightyear tires with the red rims as always. Or pretty much or at least most of the time. Same back. And by the way, there is a different variation of this McQueen, just with a slightly different expression. I did see that at Target on this past week, or earlier this week, as a single, but I'm just simply like, nah, I'm gonna wait until I get the 3-pack that comes with him, Mater, and then Ivy on Amazon. Hopefully I'll get it soon. But yeah, that is all for Road Trip Lightning McQueen. Actually, I'll also do a kind of a bit of an evolution. And I'll go backwards here. Starting off with Fabulous Lightning McQueen. You know, he has no similarities with this newest McQueen, other than the tires and rims. But this is still one of my all-time favorite designs for McQueen. Here's the Chinese Cars 3 Remembrance McQueen that I just showed you. And this kind of does technically count as a Cars on the Road diecast, since he did appear at the very, very beginning of the first episode in this design. So I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't know. But obviously that's just me. Here's the Rusty's Racing Center McQueen. The bolts are actually kind of similar in that it's just the straight up bolt with the blocked out 95. He does not have, and he has never had a number 95 in that little spot next to the taillight as well. Intro Rusty's McQueen. This was actually even more similar to the Road Trip McQueen, since the bolt, it kind of fades away when you get towards the back. So you can kind of call this a stripped down version of Intro Rusty's McQueen. Here's my custom Radiator Springs team McQueen. These actually look really nice together, especially considering the fact that this one has the rear cap mount on his spoiler. Yeah, I know, this is a custom, so technically it shouldn't count, but this did appear in the Cartoon Tales from Radiator Springs shorts. Now, if only Mattel released him as a normal single release without the metallic finish. Here's Hudson Horn Piston Cup McQueen from the beginning of Cars 2. Looking good as always. And here is the Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen. And very coincidentally timed, as this guy is finally getting a release from Thailand in early 2024 after having the mini racer for so long. This was actually really nice too. Obviously he didn't have the Radiator Cap Mountain on him, but he just wanted to maintain that sort of casual look and still look like an actual Piston Cup racer. And then, of course, here is the OG, the classic Cars 1 McQueen. Honestly, I'm actually kind of... This is kind of coincidental, but I actually kind of agree on RC Cars 5 on this. The classic design is actually now becoming my personal favorite. Just simply because it's the one that started it all. Much like how I said that my favorite episode of My Life as Teenage Robot is It Came From Next Door, because that's how it all began. That's how Jenny's story began, basically, in the show. Same thing with classic Cars 1 McQueen. So yeah, there is it for Road Trip McQueen. Now let's get on to Mater. This time around, I'll actually do the comparison up front. So obviously he's got the same expression. He's got the exposed hood. There's his headlight. Obviously, he's still got the missing one. Probably from Mater Private Eye. His iconic buck teeth. That classic expression. Tow Mater Towing and Salvage Radiator Springs on the side. Here's his tow cable with the siren. I think this one's actually slightly more vibrant, if I'm being honest. Just ever so slightly. And then now for the big difference. Obviously, you can see this one has the small hook that's actually more accurate to the movie. And this is the Mater that has the working tow hook. Yeah. I mentioned it in a few of my previous reviews. I've been wanting to get this guy, but I haven't had the chance to get him. But I found him. I grabbed him. And let me tell you, it's actually been quite a bit. It's actually been quite fun just towing different variations of McQueen around. And then here is the base. S13A, meaning he was made the 13th week of 2023 at the A Factory in Thailand. Yeah. Now let's get on to the towing, and I'm actually gonna kind of set something up so there's something nice and smooth for these cars to roll on. So obviously, as you can kind of see, I do have my old Piston Cup racetrack that I made back in 2019 and possibly reviewed. So just wanted to use this just simply for a nice smooth surface. Just as you can just hook them into this nice little hole here. Doesn't really click in, it just rests in there, and bam! Now you can tow Lightning McQueen around. You can't really make sharp turns or narrow turns, but that's actually rather realistic to real life. And then you can also hook him up in the front. Actually, I'm gonna lift my camera up a little bit, or my phone rather, I should say. To get a little bit of a better view from above. And there is that. And obviously it's the same with the single release right here. you unfortunately can't. I unfortunately can't do this with the Remembrance McQueen, as this guy was released in 2021. Yeah, you see, he doesn't have those punch holes. But I do have a couple other. I do have a few McQueens that actually do. I have the Rusty's Racist Hair McQueen. Just to show you. Here's the back. And here is the front. And I also grabbed my my other two main McQueens with those punch holes. I'll save the best for last. Here's the World Grand Prix Thailand McQueen. See right there. And here's the front for him. You know, when I actually started towing him in the front, I actually kind of started getting some flashbacks to Cars 2 with the final bout. Like, I kind of hooked him up like right in here. I feel like if I got him hooked up in here somehow. Oh, right there. Look at that. Look at that. Just like very much like in Cars 2. Like that just looks awesome. And then of course, this is the main variation. This is the actual variation McQueen that Mater towed. His classic Cars 1 McQueen. I'll do the front first, for obvious reasons. Here's the front. Like some of you guys, I bet some of you probably get some McDonald's Happy Meal toy flashbacks from when they had a Mater that could tow pretty much any car, and obviously you can only tow them from the front, unfortunately. And then obviously, this is accurate to Cars 1, when Mater obviously towed McQueen like this. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. I'm actually just gonna have this finished like this, since it's actually a really nice little backdrop. Hope you enjoyed this. Definitely happy that I got this new Mater, and again, added bonus for me, got an extra of Road Trip McQueen. Maybe I can possibly use it for some other things, like maybe just mainly have him in my McQueen collection that I have near my bed. But yeah, as usual, social media links in the description below. Drop a like if you enjoyed this. Be on the lookout for more diecast reviews, as well as hopefully I can finally get around to doing some LEGO Star Wars reviews again. And yeah, as usual, love all you Frozies to death. And of course, in honor of Jesse Ridgway, do not forget to keep it rigid.
Hey, say it with me, folks. Ka-chow!